for coming out. This is a wonderful, wonderful event that I'm going to talk about here today. But first I want to introduce some special guests. Kathleen Siedenberg, she is an iRead mentor and has been an iRead mentor since the inception of the program. Also would like to introduce Catherine Taylor. She's a vice president at BMO Harris Bank. Marcia Sisney from Rockford Public Schools, District 205. And Kathy Martin from the Harlem Consolidated School District number 122. So why are we here? Well, June 21st is the longest day of the year for United Ways all across the world. Locally, our action is towards improving early grade reading skills. The question for that is why? Well, we know that youth need support from the time they're in preschool to ensure success in high school and beyond. And a critical juncture of that is fourth grade reading proficiency. Because we know that studies prove that children who don't have the reading skills necessary to be proficient in reading by the time they end their third grade year are 4 times less likely to graduate. And we know that that has a significant impact on our high school graduation rates, which then affects the overall long-term economic development prospects of our community. What we know is that there's a shift from the time that they end third grade, because up until third grade, children are learning to read. But by the time they get to fourth grade, they're actually reading to learn. And if a child's not reading proficiently, then their ability to participate in the learning process is severely impaired. Consider that 1 out of every 5 third graders across the Rock River Valley score below reading proficiency. The numbers are even lower for schools in the Rockford area. As part of Day of Action 2013, we are recruiting United Way iRead reading mentors. We're asking for those of us in the community to take the stand to help support education for our children. United Way iRead matches reading mentors with kindergarten students who need additional support as identified by the schools. At the end of our second year, nearly 400 kindergarten and first grade students were connected with iRead mentors in 14 schools in the Rockford and Harlem school districts. Pledge to become a United Way iRead mentor today. Doesn't take much. Just 20 minutes per week can drastically change and improve a child's life. You don't need a background in education, just a passion for your love of reading. So we're asking volunteers to stop by anytime today between now and 6 p.m. either here at Donald C. Parker Early Education Center or Midway Village Museum to learn more and to volunteer to register to be an iRead reading mentor. Or you can also go online to our website, www.unitedwayrrv.org, to make your pledge to help support education today. Now, what I want to do right now is introduce a very special person. She's been a volunteer since the inception of the iRead program, and she is a reading mentor, and her name is Kathleen Siedenberg, and I'd like to introduce her to make a few remarks at this time.
For me, being a lifelong learner and having the opportunity to become an iRead mentor volunteer has truly been a wonderful, wonderful experience for me. I'm ending my second year as an iRead volunteer and have had the pleasure of working with 2 young men. We started here at the Parker Center last year, and they are now ending their first grade year at Maple School. We work together to enhance their reading abilities, their comprehension, and quite frankly, it's really a toss-up as to whether I am more excited about going to see the boys every week or they're more excited. It's been a wonderful growth opportunity over the course of the last couple of years, and I can't say enough about the importance of stepping up and really, really offering your abilities to make a difference in the community. as making a commitment. I look forward to working with my 2 boys next year, and it really is an investment in the community, an investment in our future citizens, and by all means, please, please step up on this wonderful day of action to make a difference for our boys and girls in the Harlem and Rockford school districts.
Thank you. Thank you, Kathleen. We also have another special guest I'd like to introduce, because I would want to say that all of this couldn't be possible with the United Way iRead program without the phenomenal support we receive from the community, from businesses in the community. And we have a business in particular that I would like to introduce, a partner in our efforts for early grade reading, BMO Harris Bank. And I want to introduce Catherine Taylor, who is the Vice President of Community Affairs, to talk about the wonderful Goals for Grades program that they've instituted in supporting United Way iRead.
Thank you, Rodney. It's an honor for me to be here today on behalf of all of our employees at BMO Harris Bank to support this important program in early childhood reading initiatives and the Goals for Grades program. Through our partnership with the BMO Harris Bank Center and with the Rockford Valley United Way and the Ice Hogs, we made a commitment to donate $20 for every goal scored at a home game this year. I'm pleased to say that the Ice Hogs had a great season and they scored 246 goals. While that's slightly shy of the $6,000 goal we had set for ourselves, we've decided to donate the entire amount of $6,000 to the iRead program.
Thank you.
I can't say enough about how important reading is to a lifetime of learning. My mother was a school teacher and she was passionate about learning to read. So I just fully support this program, as well as the bank, the Ice Hogs, and BMO Harris Bank Center. So thank you to Rodney, Paul Logley, and the staff of the Rockford Valley United Way, Gordon Kay at the BMO Harris Bank Center, and the Rockford Ice Hogs for making this such a fantastic season to support such a worthy cause. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So this concludes the press conference and the presentation here this morning. We'll take questions afterwards. So thank you very much for your time. And again, thank you to all of our esteemed guests. And thank you all for coming out. Thank you. Thanks.